Hello everyone and welcome back to the considerably late midweek video. Yes, of course. It is relatively late here, so forgive my inevitable speech chaos, language chaos. Yeah, as you can see, I have Dungeon Alchemist open. I'm working on the first of many maps for the upcoming D&D campaign, and I'm going to talk a bit about the maps that I want to make in general, and about a few other things, for example, factions. So, this town is most likely the starting town, or is one of the possible starting towns and one of the bigger towns of the whole thing. A human town, and the whole thing is relatively simple in its structure. I choose a desert as a base because the whole thing is relatively deserty, relatively open to that. And the first thing I did, I made some basic rural houses. They are not very big. The whole map is 100 by 50 blocks, or 100 by 50 squares, because I wanted to use these maps as a not as a playmate, not as a playmat, like there's no comment here, but the whole thing is an approximation of this is around what we are talking about. I used the oasis as a standard and made this on a riverside so that the ocean is basically on the south. I made a few small houses which are 2 by 2 blocks, basically just to show that, hey, there are houses here, this is a town, people live here. And I will go on right now to make a few bigger houses with distinct shapes. I tried a bit around, so this is basically the first map idea that I had, and I wanted to make these houses a bit differentiated from the others. So the 2 by 2 houses, basically just the NPC houses where the normal villagers live, and there will be houses that are different, that are very easily distinguishable by shape, which have a more important function. In this case, these houses are belonging to different guilds or groups. Specifically, and this is why I want to talk about the factions as well. This game will have different factions. I talked about this in the last video as well. But the last video wasn't about D&D, so you probably didn't watch it. And this video specifically, or these factions specifically, are represented by the houses, so the players know where to go if they want to go to a specific guild. They basically just see the houses and say, okay, I know that the specific guild that we want to talk about is there, so I'm going there. They will also get a group token if they decide we want to move in the towns as a group. I will give the players the option: do you want to have a group token in the towns? Do you want to have separate tokens in the towns? Group tokens have the help that the group can move as one, which would include the NPCs, and it would just help have everyone together. If they want to do this specifically, like everyone goes to a different guild, talks to them, would be fine too. So, in the book Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, there is an explanation of how factions are built. So I will build one of these factions in a video, or possibly a live stream. If you want that, I can also do this in a live stream. And we'll talk a bit about how the whole thing is set up. The factions I want to have, just as a general idea, is an occultish guild, like in a guild that deals with the occult, with the whole all the undead that are going around, the curses, the all these kind of stuff that is existing in these islands, the whole thing that is going on. This is one of the guilds that will come up, that we will have to meet. They can do quests for the specific guild, which will help them later on. So basically, in return, will help them uncover clues about the ship that they are looking for. They might help in other ways. They will give resources that the players otherwise do not have if they do not take the help of this guild. They will, for example, not have resources to handle specific curses that they might come upon, or they might have to pay a lot of money to get rid of the curses that they meet. Another guild will obviously be the Monster Hunter guild, or the Sea Hunter guild, that will fight bigger sea monsters that are all around the map, and hunting specific monsters that they talk about, or that they or ask the players to hunt, will help in getting them better armors, better weapons, magic, combat gear, and stuff like that. So every guild will have different boons, different perks that they give. Also, they will later on give different NPCs. They can then hire one of the higher up guild members as a part of the group. And yeah, the houses are there to specifically show that guild. So I will make one of those houses as a general hideout with a few named NPCs inside that they can talk to, like a marshal of the guild, a seer, probably an oracle, something like that. So guild specific things, a weaponsmith, someone who works in the Arm of Missy, or who is giving out different items. So yeah, that is one of the things why there's a few bigger different houses. Basically, if they see this house is 2x2, okay, this is just a random NPC, we can go there, talk to the farmer, but that's about what we can do there. Whatever. So yeah, this is why there's specific houses that they can talk to. Also, usually something like governor's house or a mayor's house, so they have someone to specifically talk to. Yeah, currently I'm working on the pier, so every of the big towns obviously will have some kind of pier, some kind of harbor. And in this case I had a bit of a problem. I had to really try, because there was no specific thing like a pier where the where I could actually have the boats dock. I also didn't have like a really big ship, so I was forced to just try around a bit. And luckily I found this longer bridge, so I basically just mix-matched all this stuff, and it is quite a good pier, to say. So just by combining these different tools, these different objects, I could make a pier. And lastly, drawing a few paths. You can see the bigger paths connect to the guilds, while the smaller paths just connect generally to in the direction of the houses. So this looks actually like a village would look. Yeah, the whole thing is inspired by Sea of Thieves again, and Pirates of the Caribbean from the looks of it. So we're going into the Caribbean visual style here. Yeah, a few minor details like all the boxes around and stuff that just helps make the whole thing look a bit more realistic and natural. Finally, I came up with a boat. I didn't really find a big ship, so I just took a boat that I could find. Yeah, look for a boat, and put a few of the smaller rowboats on the side, so that we have like this fishing thing, that there's probably fishes in this village and a few farmers. But yeah, for the big ship I actually had a look around a bit, and I decided I'm going to mix match again. Took one of the boats, scale it up really big, and then I decided to put 2 rafts on top of it, which works pretty well. So yeah, that's it for this video. Talking a bit about the factions, talking a bit about how I made the whole map. And I hope you enjoyed the video. There will be new content in the next few days. So until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.